What up, Bucs fans? This is Michael Plus from Real Bucs Talk. We get into the Week 12 matchup against the Cleveland Browns, as you see on the screen there. We're 5-5, coming off the bye week. We came off that big win in Germany against the Seattle Seahawks. So Buccaneers are looking to win three in a row against the Cleveland Browns here, and Browns have been a interesting team to say the least this offseason with the acquisition of Deshaun Watson. It's been a lot of ups and downs for them this year. You take a look at their schedule. They've had some close games, but really it's been just whether the offense has let them down or the defense, and defense hasn't been particularly good this year. You look at Jacoby Brissett; he's had a pretty decent season. Nick Chubb has been Nick Chubb, very consistent running the football. But you look at their losses again; some close losses here, some bad losses, obviously to New England, and then the last couple weeks has just been really just been outmatched, outgunned against Miami and Buffalo as they lost those games. And 3-7 is a record going into this game against the Buccaneers. And you look at their stats again. Brissett has had a pretty decent season. 11 touchdowns versus 5 interceptions, 20 sacks on the year, 64% completion. You look at Nick Chubb, obviously a very good year already, close to 1,000 yards. He's going to get that easily, 5.3 yards per game. So obviously he'll be the big talking point that we'll get into later in another video when we break down their offense and what they like to do. And then defensively, obviously the big name has been Myles Garrett with 8.5 sacks. So he's done very well. And then you look at Grant Delpit. He's been their leading tackler. So not a good thing if your safety's a leading tackler. They've been giving up a lot of yards on the ground, and that's never a good thing. And pass defense hasn't been great either. And back to their offense, Amari Cooper, I forgot to mention him. He's been the big addition, getting him from the Cowboys in the offseason, and he's played very well. 7 touchdowns on the year already. So he's done a very good job for their offense, being a consistent receiving threat. And you still have Kareem Hunt here. So they got an interesting, offense. Again, good offensive line for the most part. It's just been up and down season for them, with the team and, Deshaun Watson stuff. And so just a lot of stuff going on for them. But you look at their stats again, 24 points per game, but giving up 26. Uh, and where's their look at their rushing numbers? But yeah, it just hasn't been. Here we go. Rushing yards per game allowed 135, and you're getting 150 yourself on the ground, which is good. But again, you're not really controlling the ball as much as you need to on the other side, getting 3-and-outs and etc. So that's been an issue for them. And we'll look at the matchup here. Let's go down to, and again, the Buccaneers 3.5 favorite. But there's the stats there. Buccaneers bringing in a little bit better on defense, obviously, and that could be the difference in this one. Um, but yeah, I mean, just looking at the last couple losses for the Browns, it hasn't been good. The weather could be a factor again. 50-degree weather, maybe potential for rain, so that's something to monitor. But this should be a very intriguing matchup. Again, the Buccaneers. This is a game they got to have. It's a game they should win, even though it is on the road. And you're coming off a bye week. You should be healthy, should be ready to go. Uh, and now it's up to the Buccaneers. They got to take care of business. That's something that they have to do, going forward in games that they should be favored and should win. Now, granted, the Browns, they're fighting for their season, so they're going to be hungry and ready. And the Bucs have to be able to start fast and combat that intensity. We'll see if they can get it done. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below what you think of this matchup. What do you think is the X factors going in? What things are you looking for from the Buccaneers to attack and exploit? And again, we'll have more videos on the offense and defensive matchups as we move forward. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. And with always, Till the next one, go Bucks.